So thank you all for coming for this very special occasion for Adrian's opening of his beautiful artwork. I hope that some of you I know have been out and had a look, and those that haven't, do take a wander around. It's quite spectacular. I'm now calling it the Our Wild Animals up in the farm because they really do suit an open area, which is what they're designed for, of course. Now I have to tell you some things about Adrian and how he got to this point in his life. And because I can't possibly remember it, I'm going to have to read this bit. My journey, this is Adrian's, in a very deep voice. My journey as an artist is somewhat accidental. After a career in mechanical systems and working with designers and engineers, I had visions on how things could be made to suit a purpose or improved upon. This led to designing and creating items to be aesthetically pleasing. He's achieved that, I can tell you that. Having taken an early retirement, I now dedicate some of my time to making my artistic visions a reality. My art is often a combination of different skills from metal forming and forging to combining with other mediums such as glass, wood and stone. I tend to recycle a lot of material to create my art as the creative vision comes from the different shapes seen in some objects. Some of my earlier works were predominantly wrought iron designs and were in the forms of furniture, arches and gazebo, where function and form all had a place in the design. More recently, he's been inspired by the area he lives in and the animals he encounters. Emus and kangaroos around where you are? Yep. Super. At times I work in collaboration with my talented wife, Anne, who's here, who is an accomplished glass artist, and there are often collaborations of our work. I'm always looking for ideas and inspiration, and I'm always open to creating individual pieces of art to suit your needs and ideas. Now, that's his vision of what he's done, and of course he knows because he was the person who did it. I haven't known Adrian for terribly long, but I have seen his artwork, and I have seen it, I think, evolving in the short time that I've known him. And he has some beautiful small pieces which aren't suitable for on display here, but he does, as he says, use rock and iron and metal and found things to make these glorious structures that we can put into our gardens. So I'm delighted to have known him and seen him, and Anne as well. And we're very, very thrilled to have him here at the farm with his work on display, and we're hoping that many people will come and look and purchase. And before I get him to just say hello to you all, as part of the exhibition here for Sala, which runs for the whole month, he has a special metal rose making demonstrations on the 5th, 6th and 19th of August from 12 till 2. So even if you don't want to come back, one of your friends might think that it's a really great idea to come and have a look and see how he goes about and does his work. So Adrian, thank you for agreeing to put your art onto our property. And Matt is here, he's manager of the farm, so I'm just taking over to do the speaking bit. So thank you, and would you like to just say hello to everybody?
Get my fat head through your photos.
Thank you for the introduction, Jill, and Matt. And first and foremost, thank you very much for inviting me to display my work here. It truly is an honour, and an especially big honour as well for me, because this is pretty much my first solo exhibition, although there is a few collaborative pieces in there with Anne. But for my journey, it actually makes me feel like as you mentioned, you've seen that my artwork progress, and this has actually taken it to the next level for me. I feel like I've actually for want of a better word, matured.
Good time to do it.
So I've matured fairly late in life, but so be it. But having the artworks, I mean, we've got 10 acres at home, and having the artworks at home is one thing, and we quite often walk out and we see it there, and it's just just not a piece of art that I've had. I've made, and I've sat down outside waiting for it to get that aged look. But actually having it set up here in this setting, it gives it all a totally different dimension, and it's really pleasing and satisfying to see it in such a wonderful setting as this. And I can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity to display here. I didn't prepare a speech as such, so I'm just winging it. But one person that really does need a lot of my thanks is my darling wife Anne. She's put up with some of the frustrations about eyes being in the wrong spot and the shape of things not being 100%. But then when we start working together on a project, you only have to look at the outcome and what we've come up with, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Thank you all for coming along, and I really do hope you enjoy the setting and what you see here. And
That's it.
and that's it. You go out and have a look at all the artworks, and feel free to give me some constructive or destructive criticism, preferably constructive. And also I can highly recommend the lavender ice cream and the cappuccinos and scones are to die for. Thank you.
No, I think that's probably it, but I would like to say that there are some umbrellas in case you need them. If you go through the shop and at the exit door. Matt, if you want to...
No, that's all good. Thanks everybody. Fantastic, Adrian. It's so great to have you and your artwork here. We're absolutely loving it.
No worries,
Can't
thank
wait
you.
to see lots of people enjoying it as well.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Enjoy your day.
Sorry?